run it all. I wake up. Yeah.
I wake up, flex, thumb down now.
Check.
No drip, just
Wet.
tell 'em run it up. No sleep, no
Rest.
might crash, might
Wreck.
but first I
Stretch.
tell 'em run it up. I wake up,
Flex.
thumb down now.
Check.
No drip, just
Wet.
tell 'em run it up. No sleep, no
Rest.
might crash, might
Wreck.
but first I
Stretch.
tell 'em run it up. 9 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom Brady.
You mute.
Sorry, because I got distracted with this foolishness with Coach. Lord, Coach Tony Mitchell, what you want? The show is on right now.
I was looking for it. I don't see it.
Yeah, we are here. Coach Julius Hall. Coach Tony Mitchell saying he don't see it. We are here.
Can the refresh his device?
He said refresh your device. So yeah. Our Black Media Network, Facebook, all on YouTube. So Coach Tony Mitchell's on the phone with me right now to the whole world. We got Coach Tony, this Coach Tony Mitchell right here. We got Coach Fritz with us, Coach Tisha, Coach Bernard Brown, and my boy, Rena Bowl champion right there, DJ Harvey in the house, Junior at that. You know. So now he sees. All right, I'm getting off the phone with you right now. Okay, thank you. All right.
You ain't called Coach Hall.
I did call Coach Hall. I did call him Wolverine. Hold up, I did call him. He was the first one, and that's when Coach Tony Mitchell. And so hold on a second. Hold on a second. So guess what? I said 1501, room 113 in the house. Rashad Saxon in the house. Entrepreneur, scholar, athlete, like DJ, scholar, athlete. So woo. These are people help shape me and make me who I am. And these are special guests we got on. We might have another one coming in. Might have Charles Bond, CB3 in the house. So, again, we want to honor them because these two people right here are scholar athletes and they making things happen. Rashad Saxon, how you doing?
I'm good. How you?
And DJ, we already hit you up. How you doing? So
I'm doing good, man.
So I'm just throw it out there. I'm gonna throw it on out there. This is Ebony Sports Reports for the whole world. We say share. Everybody share. And I'm gonna throw it out there. Let y'all introduce yourselves to the world, who you are, what you're doing, and things like that. Engage in conversation because some of the other coaches might have some conversation with you. Because go with DJ. Go ahead, DJ. Since you've been sitting on here a little longer.
I'm DJ Harvey. From Akron, Ohio. I play professional football, Arena Football League. Like he just said, you know what I'm saying? We just came off a championship, so fresh off of that, finna give me size for my room, you know.
All right.
Congrats.
My name is Rashad Saxton. I'm from Jacksonville, Florida. I'm an entrepreneur. I invest in startup businesses. And so I got probably right now I probably got like five businesses right now that I manage. So accounting services, boat charter services, restoration services, stuff like that.
And of course, without question, they are Savannah State Tigers, and that's one thing I want people to always see. Because people think that greatness cannot be achieved in our environments. That these are two people right here that I think the whole world needs to see, and especially younger brothers and sisters need to see. This is what you can do, and also, as I say, be an athlete and then take it on to another level. And so, I just want to throw it out there to you, Rashad, and to you, DJ. What does being an athlete mean and how, to you, and how does it help you with regards to your life?
You want to go
So
first,
we,
DJ?
yeah,
All
we
right,
hit
go
you
ahead,
up
man.
first, Rashad.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
say you go, shot.
I mean, it help a lot. It help a lot. It build responsibility. It makes sure that you don't have a lot of free time because if you got free time, I take it as like you being lazy. So it makes sure that how we are as athletes. If we got free time, we working out. We it's always time to get better at something. So when sports stop, you transfer that to real life. It's like with business. When business stop, you got to always think about ways to create new ways for your business to stay on top of things, or you got to stay like 2 years. I always look at it like this: you got to be 3 years ahead of the year you in right now. If you planning for next year, or you planning for the next month, you behind. So that's like with sports. Like you got to be seeing, like you got to look at a schedule with certain games we circle. We'll be like, all right, that's our money games. That's our games we know we could get 300 yards on. This a rival game. So you transfer that to real life, it's the same thing. It's like, all right, you got these seasons with the slow seasons where it's like it's cold outside, you might not get booked that often, or you got the spring seasons where everybody free. You got summer where you got the kids home, so you got to have something that could have the kids, keep them busy because parents are at work. So it's just like it keep you on top of things, man. If you're a great athlete, you're gonna it's gonna transfer to the real world. But if you like one of those athletes that like take shortcuts, it's gonna be hard, real hard, because it ain't really that many shortcuts out here.
Yeah, I'm about to say I definitely agree.
DJ, hold on for a second. I'm so glad you said there, Rashad, because that's Julius Hall, shortcut athlete. But go ahead, DJ.
Just
No, I'm
boy.
about to say I definitely agree, especially like with the whole time management thing. I think that really is what one of the big things that it taught me. You know what I'm saying? Taking well of the time management and stuff like that. And another thing that I think helps translate just communication, especially like playing for Savannah State and playing for different teams. Like you got to be able to communicate, talk to coaches, talk to players. Certain players may learn a certain way and stuff like that. So when I go out in the real world, if I know this company I may have to be strict on or more like, hey, emailing them every day. Whereas another company, I can email them once a week to get the stuff done. So just knowing the communication aspect on that level, I think that's what really kind of helps too. And then just trusting people. Like in football, you got to learn to trust the people around you and stuff like that. So like when I go out in the real world and I work with so I work in like a school. I got a team behind me, so I got to trust that my other team members and help me with these kids. Like I shouldn't have to pick up their slack all the time because I gotta have trust in them, and that's why they're part of my team. So I think those are two biggest things that help me kind of translate from football to the real world.
Okay, and now I want to throw this out because also DJ went and then transferred from Savannah State and went to Mount Union, one of the predominant programs that we know in the country for football, also championship. And so now I just want to get y'all share, folks. What was some of the memorable things tied to Savannah State for you all? DJ, you go first.
I think for me, kind of most memorable thing, like coming from Akron, Ohio, it's a small city, but when I went to Savannah, like I seen a lot of people from all types of different places and stuff like that. So just coming together in that aspect, and we all having like the same goals and dreams. Like you said, like because like where I'm from, like we don't really get preached about HBCUs or it's like negatively impact. But when I went to Savannah State, like I seen all the successful people, black people, black males, like in higher roles and stuff like that. That was kind of like a big thing for me, and just seeing that at Savannah State. And like HBCUs is known as like party schools and stuff like that, but like yeah, we had a good time, but we also learned a lot. And just being a 1301, like what I'm saying, learning some of these black preachers and black figures in history and stuff like that was something kind of new to me that I didn't see a lot of, what I'm saying, like that. So I think that was like a big impact for me.
Yeah, and to piggyback off what he said, like really like networking with a lot of people, because where I'm from Florida, so I say like we diverse. It's a lot of mixed race down there, so we see a lot of I see a lot of success out of from like a lot of races. But when I came to Georgia, it was like really just like predominantly like white that had like a lot of stuff here. And when I got like the Savannah, it showed me like Savannah State. It put me around like a lot of. I learned more about like a lot of business owners that was black, and just like the Blue Angels jet team. Like I never knew like it was black military pilots in the military that flew the Blue Angels, and I always like liked them planes. So I was like, dang, that was crazy. I never knew that. And it's like I learned so much, so that motivated me. When I was like, when I graduated, I was like, I want to start my own business or do something. I knew I could be successful because I was around all that black success up there. So I was like, yeah, it was real motivational. So I went home and told a lot of my people about it too, like the history, just all the history about learning around the history of Savannah and the history that's around Savannah, like just motivated me to just be like, dang, bro, it's crazy how close we are to our history and we don't know that it's this close. Like my house
Facts.
only like my hometown only like 100 miles, 120 miles from Savannah State. So I felt it was like crazy that we don't get educated about the stuff that I learned at Savannah State in Florida. So that's really what I want to do too. That's my plans in the future when I move back to like teach a lot of the kids that I knew and a lot of the people that I knew, like my circle, about all the stuff that I learned at Savannah State. So like they can really tell it to their kids so they can keep it going because it's a lot of valuable information they don't tell us about. A lot of black creators, innovators, free thinkers, critical thinkers, all that. So it's like we only think we can make it for football, basketball, any ways like that, but it's way more ways to make it.
All right. Any other coaches want to throw some things out there because also they doing some other things too that you hear them some of the conversation. I'm like, yo, they need to be educating people straight up. So we just thought any other coaches got anything they want to say to them and converse with them about.
I agree with them.
Go ahead, Frank.
Sorry, I agree with them on everything that they said. There's a lot of things that we don't know about until we go learn it in the schools and everything, and go into our communities. Also, helping the younger kids after us is a much plus. You know what I'm saying? Because they're the future. You know, we don't want to leave nothing behind. We want to leave a legacy behind, not something that's not, going to be a waste of time.
Yeah. I want to say to both of y'all that much love, proud of you. But I have a question, and maybe y'all can tell me. I'm 62 years old. Y'all young, but I want to see, do y'all still have that arrogance, that cockiness, that beast mode, that I'm better than the world? I mean, because I still have it. And sometimes it get me in trouble, but it never leaves me. And I want to know if y'all still have that, like y'all still ain't got nothing, and you still trying to get on top of it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like this, you never get too old to want to grind and want to get better. So do y'all two still have that beast mode in y'all, even though y'all made it?
Oh yeah, for sure. Every day. I wake up 6 o'clock every morning, hit the weight room before I even take a bite of food. I tell myself I don't deserve to eat until I work for it. So, I transfer everything, like I say, from sports. I always want to be the best. No matter what field I step on, I want to be the best. I want to leave records. I want to make sure you know of me. I don't want to have to tell you about me. I want my records. I want you to be able
Yeah.
to research and know who I am. If I got to tell you, I want good enough. That's how I look at it. So that's how I'm looking at life. It's like you're going to see the mark. I want you to see my mark. Every day I got to apply pressure. If I'm here, I got to apply pressure. If I'm not, I can't eat. I don't feel right.
Yeah.
No, y'all about to say I definitely agree. Especially like one thing I try to go by, like a lot of people like be focused on money and stuff. Like money is important. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? But like when I die, that money can't go with me. My legacy will. You know what I'm saying? So that's what like when I wake up, you know what I'm saying? I want to like what is my legacy gonna be if I go today? Like Sex was saying, like who gonna remember me and for what? You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what I'm doing. When I go back and give to these kids, like he said, when I walk in, I want the kids to know me by face. I shouldn't have to say, oh, yeah, this Mr. Harvey, this Mr. DJ. I want them to know me already. You know what I'm saying? So, and like, I'm not in the house where I want to be like my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like when I can go into stores comfortably, not looking at my bank account and stuff like that, that's when I know I made it. You know what I'm saying? But still then, I'm still not going to be hungry because that legacy behind me, like that generation.
Yeah. You're absolutely right. And the first thing you should say when somebody asks you, just say, I tell them this, Google me, and leave it like that.
Google me. Yeah.
Google me.
That's
Google me and
all.
leave it like that.
That's all. Don't even get into none of that. Google me. And then you can ask the questions. I answer a few questions after that. But like you say, but yeah, it transfer. But like you say, it's a cockiness. Some people like, man, you cocky. Nah, man, y'all don't understand, man. As an athlete, we be down.
Mm-hmm.
We be down in dark ways, and the only way you got to get out is grinding. And that's exactly what life. So,
Well, Chris, Rashad,
yes, sir.
you down there in Jacksonville.
Yes, sir.
We got to get him with Coach Stud, Jamal.
Yes.
Coach Stud is a big Florida State fan. He was a coach right here too, but just so happened here there's somebody from Jacksonville, and he not on tonight. He on every Thursday night with us. He's one of our hosts.
Okay.
But I just wanted to tell you that you invest in a lot of small businesses. I got a couple of them for you. How much you giving up? About 10,000. I got a couple of small businesses for you.
Yeah, it depends. We can talk. We can talk. It depends on what they are.
Help a brother out.
Yeah.
I should have told y'all about this, but it's my fault, fam. It's my fault. Lord Jesus.
I'm only trying to make the brother great.
That's it.
I want to do what Donald Trump trying to do with it.
Yeah.
I want to make him great again.
Right.
Hey, I'm with it. Businessman. I got an accounting major. I'm all for them numbers.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Awesome.
Yeah, you can invest in my strip club.
Oh, you got a strip club?
I was gonna say this podcast.
Where the strip club at?
Podcast.
Where the strip club at?
Hey.
All you can do is at the club is swipe.
All right.
Hey, call me.
All right.
With the low chat.
And see, Rashad, I was going to tell you, don't Google him because there's going to be some stuff come up about him that you don't need to be seeing. Oh, my God. Coach Tisha, you got anything to say? Because Coach Tisha and Coach Fritz, when they come down for homecoming, that's what they used to see y'all out there on the field. Because these are teammates right here. These are Tigers representing. Giving y'all a happy homecoming celebration.
Yeah. I missed them. Y'all going to be down there for homecoming this year?
Every year.
Sure.
Coming all the way from New York City. So it's, I feel like I live in one of the most diverse places in the world. And my teachings are strictly from Savannah State. I too a graduate. So it's humbling to see you young men and what you're bringing forth in the world. Proud to see it.
Yeah.
Just getting started too. We just getting started. Just keep them eyes open for us.
That's even better. So congratulations.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Y'all motivated us. Y'all set the tempo. We just keeping it. We just keeping it in good care. That's all.
Yeah.
No, we'll be right back after these messages, I guess. Jamal gonna take a message. Oh,
we have 4 more seconds before we take a timeout. We about to take a timeout right now, so we have 4 more seconds before we take a timeout. We taking a timeout. This is Ebony Sports Reporters. We'll be right back.
Need your garments cleaned with care and with a professional touch? Then bring them to One Price Cleaners in Garden City at the Old Farmers Market on Highway 80. Service you can count on.
Yes.
Hello, I'm Richard Coleman, and I'm running for the office of Sheriff of Chatham County. And when I'm elected, I promise to inspect what I expect. Chatham County, it's time for a change, and that change is me, Richard Coleman.
We are back, Ebony Sports Reporters, with our special guest, DJ Harvey Jr., Arena Bowl champion, Rashad Saxton, businessman, entrepreneur, Coach Bernard Brown, who is about to open up a strip club, Coach Fritz, who got taken out by the aliens and he just teleported back. Lord, look at it. See that? See that? See that? See that? See that? Coach Tisha, who's back, who's getting her plans together for homecoming 2024. And Coach Julius Hall, who's trying to get money from Rashad right now, trying to run the hustle on him right now. This is Ebony Sports Report. We say everyone share, and support our sponsors. That's Davis Johnson, Bozeman Law Firm, offices in Atlanta, Statesboro, and Savannah. One Price Cleaners. You also the commercial for them on Highway 80, the Farmers Market. Kim's Cafe, 714 MLK Junior Boulevard, and Chef Food and Gas. Ride by and stop by. Okay? So we're back. So we're gonna start getting into some of the other things, but I just want to give them the opportunity. If y'all want to stay on with us, we're gonna go some subject matters regarding sports, but then also because I'm gonna say this. Rashad had a plan. I told him he need to be teaching this plan that he got. He need to go and put that on out. He was talking about generational wealth and all that. I just want to go ahead. Rashad, if you want to talk about that right now, you put that on out. And then we're going to be throwing some stuff out there. And then let DJ go and tell what it feels like to have BAM. As you said, it was a dream come true. You made it happen. And it fulfilled. God, BAM, touched you. So I'm going to go.
All right. Well, so what you want me to really say? What you want me to talk about?
What was you telling me when we was out there getting them tires? What was you? And I was like saying, I did the video. I said, yo,
really,
housing, all that. You just got.
So, like, just everything that I went through, I felt like it was like a reason. It was like a calling and a reason that I was put in this situation to start my business. And like everything that I learned from school, I just put that in real life, and it made me start seeing life different on like why life was so hard for us and stuff. Like, because I was raised, my grandma, she was more like, she taught me like natural remedies that could like heal your body without like, going to a pharmacy and stuff like that. So now that I'm older, and she passed away probably like 6 years ago. So now that I'm older and I'm seeing like a lot of kids, that don't really know their grandparents and stuff like that, and they fully relying on like the pharmacy and the store like that, and it's like I know natural plants that that can help me, or natural foods with natural proteins in them. Like I ain't never had to eat protein powder to gain muscle, stuff like that. Like I always had my father. He taught me like how to cook. So it's just like when I learned accounting, and then they was just saying like how you got to have budgets for certain things. You got to set budgets for this, and it's certain sectors of life that we don't know about, but that we naturally already know. Like my granddad built a house, for instance. DJ, you know how to build a house?
No.
I don't either. So how my granddad knew how to build a house, but we getting smarter as the generations go because we got more resources, we got faster technology, we got better equipment. We supposed to be smarter. We able to go to school. We able to do a lot of things. How we don't know how to build a house, but my granddad did. So that's going to show you over time we getting weaker.
Right.
So it's like, but we don't realize that because it's more distractions out here and stuff that we able to get. Like we think we better than our parents because it's like we able to buy and get certain things. Our grandparents didn't come from credit. Credit wasn't even a thing when it was coming up. So it was about like hard earned cash money. So now that this credit is here, that's a new thing that we got to learn. You got a lot of people that's struggling with life because it's like they don't see the change and they don't understand it's a change for real, and it's gonna change every 15 to 20 years. And that's just finance. That's finance ways. But if you know natural remedies that you keep in your family, which is like you writing in books, you keeping these skills in books, you will never get lost behind the finances because all the stuff that they charge you more is just natural remedies and natural skills that we already knew. Is just diluting down over time. So now they charging us more for them because we don't know how to do them. So if you need to build a house, you got to pay $400K now. You can't call your granddad. I can't call my granddad to come build this house. He can't tell me how to do it. I got to pay $400,000 for this house. How often do a black man make $400,000? That's rare. If he not a business owner, a high class investor, or a sports player, he ain't making $400. So what that mean? You got to pull a loan. When you pull that loan, Now you don't know, the average black man don't know business. So they don't know the interest on this loan. They don't know the term on this loan. They don't know what to do to get the best rates for this loan. Only thing they know is I do whatever to get this loan if I qualify for this loan. So they're gonna put you in the worst situation possible because they know it's a 360 deal and it's gonna come back to them. That's like with athletes. When they go buy a house, why you think they go to Beverly Hills? They agent is already connected with a real estate agent. So as soon as they get their deal, they already got the house that they're gonna put them in.
Mm-hmm.
The team owned the house that the man just bought that he think he owned. Then they trade him away before he owned his house, and now he got to find a new house. And that's how the money gets swooped around. And it's like I say, I study the Jewish family. Because Jewish families, they keep their money circled. I call it circulated, like a recycle bin. They spend money. They spend money on school. They spend money on skills get better, and they spend money on living habits. So like apartment complexes, stuff that people rely on, and then they charge it to us because they understand what they're here for. Like we are here like competing with each other when we need to come together.
There you
Because
I said, there you go.
Yeah, because like the more we come together, the stronger we'll be for real. Because it's like a lot of us got skills. Like I know it's probably some black people out there that really know how to build a house, but we don't know. They holding them skills away. Like me, I know finances. That's why I'm trying to get out more to teach a lot of people about finances. So, because like I said, I'm tired of my people getting taken advantage of when it comes to money. That's why I knew I had to go to school for law studies, accounting. I had to know the law or I had to know finances. And when I learned finances, that's when I started tracking back dates that I never even thought about. 1630s, like my last name been here since 1630, but that's a white man last name, and I'm black. So how my people broke if my last name been here since 1630? If you look on America right now, say 1775, United States founded 1775, but my last name been here since 1630. So what that tell you? That my people was either here before then, because I already know I come from, my mama's side was native. They been here. My dad's side, they was brought here, he earned his freedom. And that's why I get the last name from my dad's side, Saxon. So like, I know really my history, like deep down my history. So it's easy for me once the finances came along to connect the dots on like why we the only race that really don't own nothing in America. If you go to California, every ethnicity got something over there. You got Chinatown, you got Hollywood, you got you go out there to the Burbank area, you got the Mexican community out there. Man, you got everybody got a community but the black folks out there. You go to any city, everybody has a community, everybody got a section, but us. You got Japanese people selling black folks crab legs. Like, it's just a lot of stuff that I see that we not coming together on, that we could come together on, and we could benefit off of being in America, because that's where we at. I feel like if you have an old last name, which a lot of people should start tracking back their last names. If your last name was here over 100 years, yeah, you need to find out ways on how to benefit from being here, because that's what we here for. We here to benefit on being here and to grow and multiply and teach it down to the younger generations so they can be stronger and it'll never dilute. Because there's no reason why I don't know how to build a house, but my granddad do. My dad didn't know how to build a house, but my dad taught me a lot of skills that I wouldn't be half the man I was without my father. But it's just a skill like that. I own a restoration business. So if I knew how to build a house, I could be selling houses right now for crazy in this market. So it's like,
Rashad, excuse me, I don't want to stop you. You kin to Charlie Brown?
Charlie Brown?
Yeah.
Nah.
You know Charlie Brown?
Who that is?
You got to look at the show every Wednesday at 7 o'clock. You meet Charlie Brown. And you got to hold your head to like you're holding it now, because when you're doing this here, we can't see who can see you.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, see, I used to have I would have my stand. See, I'm in Georgia right now, so I ain't in my office.
You're in the best state in the world.
If I was in my office, it'd be stand. It'd be on like a little stand, I have my little ring light and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
Okay. All right.
So what he is saying, he want DJ to get some time right now. That he's saying.
He deep though. Deep, bro.
That's why I say. So, but we gonna throw it to DJ, but I want to share this with people right now. DJ posted something, and then now understand the impact, and that's why I say DJ. He posted this. He said, "God never makes mistakes. All them losses I took to get to this moment was worth it. We did it, baby girl. We champions." And that, looking at the picture that he posted with his daughter, with him in the lap, and he said, talking about all them losses that you made. So, DJ, I just want you to elaborate on that.
Yeah, so like I said, you know what I'm saying? I'm from Akron, Ohio. I played sports out here. It was the first team all state and stuff like that. Out of high school, I went to Savannah State, so I played there. Played there for like a year and a half. Had some rough patches with football, so I thought my football career was over, because we had some coaching changes and stuff like that. So I don't even think a lot of people noticed. During I left Savannah State in like the winter semester, so I had transferred to a D2 school actually in the spring semester because I was supposed to be on full scholarship. They ended up lying to me about my scholarship, so I was like living at a teammate's house. I didn't have classes. I couldn't go to school. So I was only there for about a month until I had to leave the school because I couldn't pay for tuition and stuff like that. So I was at home like for the whole spring semester, just trying to figure out what I was going to do. Had started working and stuff like that. I didn't even think I was going to play football again, but eventually just ended up talking to somebody. They knew somebody at Mount Union, so I went up there. Eventually built a name for myself up there, as a 3-year starter, 3-year captain. Mount Union holds like the record for like the most national championships. We have 13. So just being there, and it's a D3 school, so it's kind of lower division, but like we had a lot of like greats come out of there, like Cecil Shorts, Pierre Garcon, some great wide receivers that played there. The head coach for the Eagles, Nick Sirianni, he went to Mount Union. So we got a lot of guys there, It's kind of the reason why I went there. So after graduation, ended up playing overseas in Germany for a year, where I led the league over there in touchdowns. I was fourth in yards, but I had like 30 to 50 less catches than everybody that was ahead of me and stuff like that, and I still didn't get a shot nowhere, so that was kind of discouraging, you know what I'm saying? So I just went back to work, thought football was over again. Ended up having a daughter, so I took the year off. And then last season, found out that Arena League was coming back. I used to watch it on TV and stuff like that, so I decided to just, give it a little chance. And I wasn't about to do it, but my fiance actually was the one that kind of convinced me, like, that's still your dream, like, go do it, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of did it. And I don't know if a lot of people know, but the AFL has some troubles starting off. So we started the year off with 16 teams, and throughout the season, a lot of teams started getting cut. I think eventually like 8 teams got cut. They couldn't play players. Some teams had went from $1,000 a week to $250 a week, $350 a week, and stuff like that. Luckily, I played for the Billings Outlaws, who's based out of Montana. Our owner, Steve Titus, head coach Cedric Walker, did a great job of taking care of us. They kept their promises no matter what the league went through. Eventually, like he said, we ended up winning the championship last week. So we're in history now, you know what I'm saying? Arena Bowl, 33 champions and stuff like that. So just seeing all that stuff come full circle, you know what I'm saying, when I wanted to give up on myself a lot of the times. But at the same time, God always gave me like a presence where, like, I promise you, every time I said I was done or I'm quitting, somehow, someday, the same day I'll go to the store or something, somebody will see me like, hey, man, I'm proud of you, bro. Like, what you doing with football, man? Like, we look up to you. Literally, every time I said I was done, somebody said that. So I just knew it was God was still present in me, So I just gave him all the faith and stuff like that. So, and that's why I ended up eventually stuck it out. And so I see it kind of working out for itself now. So,
My brother.
Good.
All right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And this is one of the proud moments for me, because I just share with them in the class. All of them said that I said the day is going to come that I'm going to be like looking at stuff. I'm going to be looking at stuff on my phone or looking at TV, and I'm going to see y'all. And so that day has come, and that's why I said that's what we do, and that's what we strive to do, all of us. When I'm saying we plant the seeds, they take it to another level. That's what they're doing. And so I'm almost about to get all emotional because I'm listening to them. I'm like saying, this is that day right there. That's what God has shared. So, but I'm gonna get it together. But y'all can stay on with us if y'all got to go handle other business because y'all business people and also parents. But we're gonna do this right now. We're gonna get into some of our topics. And the first one right here, this is for Julius Hall. But y'all understand, see the two of y'all understand this right here. That again. When it's come down to this right here, this is Julius Hall. This has been colorized because this is Julius Hall right here. Let y'all know this is Coach Julius Hall.
Hold up.
God.
That was Media Day, and Coach Julius Hall. That's he wanted to show off Coach on Media Day. So, Coach Tisha, what you think about that?
Total embarrassment at this point. I'm sure he'll reconsider on how he puts his foot forward the next time.
Coach Fritz. Coach Tisha, if you ain't fit, go ahead.
Boy, that was embarrassing. Embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? He was too cocky. He was trying to impress, and it backfired. You'll think twice about doing that again. Julius, sorry, man.
Coach Bernard Brown.
All I want to see you cry. You say you trying to hold, man. Let the people know. Let them know you proud. Just cry, man. Just let it out. You ain't got to hold it in. Take your glasses off and cry. Cause those two young men, man, they motivated, man. They deep, and I'm proud to see those two young men doing what they're doing and giving back to the community. I don't want to comment on that, what he just did, falling and all that, but I want to say, man, just Jamal, you played a big impact in their life, man. Just cry. Let it go. Juice told me I cry when it's raining. I'm crying. Let it go, bro. Take the glasses off in the nut juice and cry.
It'll be good for the show.
That's right, man.
Now you're crying for radio. Oh my God.
Let it out, bro.
Coach Shaw, what's your thoughts with regards, because that was Julius Hall at his meeting that we colorized it. It was back in the day, but we colorized that was Coach Julius Hall.
I mean, hey, he got that. You know, that's that meter day feel. You know, he feeling good. He want to show off. He been squatting. He want to do his back flip. So everybody what he doing. Just feeling too good.
All right, Coach Julius Hall, your moment in time.
See, all y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it. I did that on purpose. I did that flip 1,000 times and never fell. But the girls were watching, and they didn't want to give me the national spotlight, so I had to do something to get on the bigger stage, and that put me out there where I'm at now, still doing it in it. See?
Yeah. You know, he's smooth, man. He's smooth with it.
And I believe you. And I believe you.
See, my brother know, he know. I did that flip 1,000 times in front of him, and he know.
And I seen it. And I seen it.
I did it on purpose. Got you playing it all on the air and everything. Still. And guess what? The funnies came in.
Oh my God. Oh, my really.
You all right, Julius?
There you go.
All right.
There you go.
You hurt yourself.
You see what you did, Ray?
Hey, that's a go catch.
A little bit.
I'm dead, man.
Yeah, I got it. I got one of them from June.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, we got some motivation. Then we're going to move on to another topic with some motivation.
All day like, all night like, let's get it like, let's get it like, let's get it like,
Yeah. All right.
Coach Julius Hall.
Well, see, I had the same type of athleticism, exact same type of athleticism. But see, y'all didn't play all that video. All you wanted to do is play the little part where I failed. If you really played all of that video, you'll see that I did that too without my cleats on.
Coach. Lord Jesus. Coach Fritz.
I'm here with y'all. I don't know if y'all can hear me. But my screen just went black. I don't know why. But that was a great move. That's dedication. So it's also what the other guys was talking about, Rashid and DJ, about being the motivated, being focused, and keep trying and doing what you got to do, and being that dog every day. He got it, like my man Stud would say.
All right, Coach Tisha.
I mean, I've got a lot of but nothing I'd be trying to do.
Coach Bernard Brown.
You talking about that backflip?
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
Jules did a great job. What happened was the young lady got mad with him and pulled the rug on him, and that's what happened, So next time, Jules, you're gonna be okay. Next time, all right, bro. I got your back. You know what I'm saying? Jamal, he's so happy he wanna win so bad, man. He wanna win so bad.
We're about to mute him. We moving on. We move on. What is up with the Subway Series? What happened on the Subway Series? The Yankees and the Mets. What happened? Coach Bernard Brown.
Let me tell you what happened. Man, the Yankees had the worst lineup in American history. I mean, I'm like, they needed this clean house, Sosa, all of them, for them to let the Mets just beat them.
Watch your mouth.
For them to let the Mets just beat them the way they beat them, it's a disgrace. George Steinbrenner is rolling all over in his casket, his grave, everything. I mean, on a serious note, man, the Yankees need to blow that up. They need to get rid of, what's the guy named, Castle or whatever. Man, they need to blow that whole team up and start rebuilding. For you to let the New York Mets,
mute him.
Are you serious?
The opinions of Bernard Brown is not the opinions of Ebony Sports reporters.
Definitely not my opinion.
It's my opinion.
Mute him.
Woo.
Can't hear you, Jay.
Coach Julius Hall.
Well, you got two sorry teams.
Wow.
I mean, the Braves are best in the Braves, the Phillies, the Dodgers. Y'all know that the National League is going to win the championship this year, right? Y'all do know that.
Yes.
Okay, so the Mets were just showing that the Yankees ain't no contender. They're doing pretty good. They're not contenders. They won't be there. October is coming.
Who won't be there? The Yankees or the Mets?
Both. The Mets been hot. Nobody's been beating the Mets lately.
Thank you.
The Mets been hot.
Yeah.
So, you got to give them their props. They done caught fire.
Absolutely.
So the Braves better pick it up, for that wild card spot. Somebody's going to be on their butt, and that's the Mets.
That's right.
We in there.
Coach Tisha.
Listen, the Yankees are who we've been telling y'all they are. I mean, this whole season, this is who the Yankees are. Somehow, though, they will end up winning the wild card because this is what they do. They had their top 5 people in the first 5 of the games. So the coach said. So they lost because they can't play right now. They need to get rid of their manager, which I'm sure they'll do next season. What's the dude name? Fritz, that I told you.
Oh,
that I told
Soto.
Soto. He ain't coming back. It's a wrap for the Yankees. He gave them this year because he sees the writing on the wall. It's a wrap. The Yankees are, again, I am not by no means a Yankee fan at all. And I'm exceptionally proud of my Mets. They've been doing absolutely great. They are now tied with the Braves tonight, 2-2 in the 6th inning. So we'll see what happens.
Y'all gonna lose? What did you think gonna happen?
Still
better. You coming down for homecoming? Make a bet on it.
On the series or the game?
This game right now is 2-2. It's even.
It is. What you want to bet?
You'll cold drink.
Oh, that's easy.
Of my choice at homecoming.
No problem.
Jamal, you remember that.
Yes. Coach Fritz.
Everybody was downplaying the Mets at the beginning of the year, 0-5. They needed to rally, they needed to put it together, and they have. Now, people can't take the Mets as lightly as before. You know what I'm saying? So the Yankees, with the Subway Series, the Yankees is like, oh, we could take the Mets. They just easy. The Mets just came to play. The Yankees do this every year. They start off hot, just like Julius said about Philly, or whoever said it about Philly. Philly's playing nobody's right now. You know what I'm saying? Now, when the season gets crunched down and you got to play hard, you start losing. So you play the cupcakes first, and you build. The only thing that's saving the Yankees is they built they were 50-12 before by June 14. They're 10-21 now, while the Mets did the opposite. That's to show you people we're coming together, we're clicking. We're gonna be, and we hot. If we stay hot, we'll get one of the wild cards. Watch out.
And can I add, please, when they won at Citi Field, it was the Mets only won because they were at Citi Field those 2 games. You do know these last 2 games were in the Bronx, in the Yankees' house, and we still won. So it's a series sweep, by the way.
And they said the Yankees was hurt.
They weren't hurt. That was an excuse.
Boy, I see y'all really excited.
Blue and orange.
Blow on the park codes. Blow on the park codes.
All right.
So we're going to be taking a timeout again, but we're going to, because last week, because of Coach Julius Hall, he had messed up the connection, so we could not come and do our Ebony Sports Reporters because Coach Julius Hall had messed up the connection last week. That's why we were not on. And we said to all our supporters, we were sorry not to be with y'all, but we're going to at least honor, because we were going to honor him last week. And it is Jacoby Jones. Again, SIAC Hall of Famer and also Super Bowl champion, and attended Lane College. He passed away at the age of 40. And so we want to acknowledge and show the condolences to Jacoby Jones. And so we're going to go to a break right now. A timeout for Ebony Sports Reporters with Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz, Coach Bernard Brown, and Coach Julius Hall. And we'll be right back.
Oh, I mean, my friend, your Savannah homeboy, Clarence Thomas, made sure that I don't go to prison.
So Julius is in there talking to Trump. Ooh, I'm telling.
So Coach Julius Hall did that because I had something prepared for him, another Julius Hall video that only was for him. But since he did that, we'll go to this right here. Because guess what? Other people also won at Wimbledon who looked just like us. And so we got to honor her with regards to that. Taylor Townsend, she won in the double. So again, I know some people were a little saddened that they was like, okay, well, the Coco's not in it. But then guess what? There was someone else who was able to make it, and that's Taylor Townsend. And she got hers in the doubles.
Like she had a double walk before she hooked.
Wow. Really?
My mic one side.
All right, man. Boy.
You need to mute both of them.
I'm glad that I did not throw in the video, and that's why I say because I'm glad. Oh no, I didn't go. No, I have to go download. I didn't want to throw that in. No, so the comment to be made. Coach Fritz, what you say with regard to Taylor Townsend?
Congratulations to her. You know, it's people like, you know, they're always going to count us out, but we always get something in regard. You know, we always get something. You know what I'm saying? Good, even if it's a double or whatever it is, but she, Chicago native, kudos to you. Bring that home to Chicago. We're happy for you. You went overseas and got that. Nobody could take it.
Coach Bernard Brown.
When anybody that look like us and playing on all white sports and win, it's a win for all of us. Proud of her, and at the end of the day, you know, it take a lot. People don't realize it take a lot of effort and a lot of money to play tennis. You know what I'm saying? And for her to do what she did at Wimbledon, man, that's just I'm proud of. So just 2 minutes ago, you know, because once Serena and Coco all of them get out, I just changed the station, but I didn't know that. So I'm being honest. So I'm proud of them. Trust me.
Coach Tisha, because we're skipping over Coach Julius Hall, even though he played that sport. We're going to skip over him because, again, the insult that he threw out there.
I am very proud of her, not only because she represents those that look like us, because she's letting you know that you don't have to be a size 2 to play that sport. The thousands of calories that she's losing, whether she's practicing or playing, shows you that she can still move on that court.
Yeah.
So I'm exceptionally proud of her.
Yeah. Julius Hall.
What? My mic was not. I didn't know my mic was on. But anyway,
that makes it better.
If it's on me now, I'm proud of Taylor too, because she did it for the plus size girls. I like that. You know what I'm saying? She did it for the plus size girl.
Yeah.
And she keep it up. She gonna be Lula's. She keep it up. She gonna be trying to
man. Jules, you better stop slipping, man. You better stop slipping on these plus size women, man. They luscious. I'm telling you, man. Trust me. You better stop slipping on them, man. I don't need nobody that need to go to Korea. Nah, I need somebody that want to hold me, hug me, and love me.
As my grandmother would say, the only person that want a bone is a dog.
There you go.
Moving along, Jay.
Right. We have muted Coach Julius Hall. He's muted. Just to let y'all know he's muted. So yeah. So we Nate Robinson, some of y'all probably aware of with regards to his issue with regards to kidney, and so that they say, thousands of people want to help with regards to that. Coach Tisha, what's your thoughts with regards to that?
It's about time. This man has been fighting for his life for years. This is not something that just happened within the last 2 or 3 years. This is years in the making since he left professional basketball. So I'm exceptionally happy for him, and I really hope he's able to get a donor quickly because he needs one.
We probably need to skip Coach Julius Hall because he'd probably say something disrespectful about the kidney. But anyway, Coach Fritz.
He was part of the Knicks crew. I watched him. I just feel that, as an ex-basketball player, he didn't get the contract that he was supposed to get. I think he was supposed to get a better contract than he did. And I'm happy that he's getting, offers the kidneys. It's been years since he's been having kidney issues. I just wish that the league could have did something better for him. You know what I'm saying? With research and all that stuff that's going on, you got the resources and everything. You could have helped the player out, but you know, you're just like a tool. After your usefulness, they just put you back in the tool shed or put you to the side. You know what I'm saying? But people don't know how he played with his heart. He played with his heart. He played everything. He gave it everything he got. Most people didn't see that, but he played with the energy, and he just didn't have the right coaches or anything like that. And you know, they always talk about his size. I seen Spud Webb. That was one. I see Muggsy Bogues. That's two. You know what I'm saying? But this dude dunked over Dwight Howard. Let's go. He deserves to get a good kidney and to resume his life and his legacy.
Coach Bernard Brown.
Man, I find it hard to believe that this young man been waiting on the kidney for so long. Even you know, Alonzo Mourning had got a kidney before he did, and he had trouble before Alonzo Mourning. So I don't understand who dropped the ball or whatever. And a friend of mine, you know, rest in peace, he was waiting on a kidney for 2 years, and he got a kidney, and he passed away last year. So I don't understand why this young man don't have a kidney for him. Either somebody dropping the ball, either something just don't add up. Something just don't add up. Because what? He been waiting, 5, 6, 7 years? Probably longer.
Yeah,
I don't know. I just hope and pray that this young man get his kidneys and he can continue to go on with his life. He's a great young man. Anytime you that short and playing in the NBA and dunking on with Dwight Howard, he dunking on. You know what? Let me calm down. Let me. I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say what he dumping on now. But I'm gonna leave that alone. Okay. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Coach Julius Hall.
Oh, what do you know? We can't hear you.
He's still muted. Oh, wow.
I know it.
You know I can unmute myself, right?
Yes, I know. Yes, sir.
Yeah. I'm praying for the brother. I'm hoping that he can get saved. He needs to go down there to Jacksonville because they do the work down there at the Mayo Clinic. And I'm praying for him.
Okay. And we come to something that's very special. It is special for season ticket holders, and Coach Julius Hall, you are a season ticket holder.
The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash, with a silver hat about his head, and a bristling black mustache.
Raider Nation, baby! Raider Nation gave out their season tickets in a treasure chest. Bam! Raider Nation. The autumn wins. Oh, Coach Julius Hall, you got season tickets for the Falcons. Go ahead, Coach Julius Hall.
Well, I wish the Falcons gave something like that. You got to get yours on the phone.
They gave their money to the quarterback.
I like that. Falcons need to send us. Do they send the tickets out too? They should, because once it's scanned, then that kills anybody else trying to use it on the phone, you know? So, yeah.
Coach Bernard Brown.
Man, the only thing the Raiders need to do is tell Tom Brady to come out of retirement. That's it. That's all. That's what they're waiting on. Tom Brady always say he may come out of retirement. He already invested in that team or whatever. So kudos. I mean, if that's gonna turn in for some wins, then they need to get all us some chests.
All right, Coach Fritz.
Great marketing ploy, but who's their quarterback and who's their running back? because they let go of that running back. They didn't want to pay him.
Mr. Resignation.
You give everybody this marketing scheme with the chest.
What, Raider Nation? You said what? Mute him? Raider Nation, y'all said mute him? That what y'all said? Oh, we gonna need to mute him. Okay, y'all said the next topic we're gonna come to. Okay, yes. All right. Coach Tisha.
I mean, they can afford it, but I'm saying, I mean, that's really where you want to put your money at. Put your money in that team. Let that coach get him a ring if possible, or at least get close enough to getting one.
There you
Use
go.
that money more wisely than your.
Oh, look out! You about to be muted.
Raider Nation, you said what? And the coach for the Raiders used to be with the Giants, and you said that you know these people are really not down with the Giants. You're really not from New York. Okay, thank you.
What?
Wow.
It wasn't me. And so now the next topic is we not about to come into the NFL. We had Bryce, and so we got something happening in Dallas. What is happening in Dallas? What's going on? Why contracts have not been signed? Why people don't have contracts? Coach Fritz.
They being cheap. They being cheap. They don't want to pay the people. And then when the season starts and they ball out, now you got to pay them even more money. You know what I'm saying? I'm at this point, I already know how the Joneses are. I wouldn't bet on myself. You know, like CD Lamb is holding up, cool. Dak, you know, I don't understand how everybody's coming after Dak about his money, giving him his money. Kirk Cousins is playing for Atlanta, and he has less playoff wins. I don't even understand how Kirk Cousins get the contract he gets. I mean, his agent must be the best, aliens, or, you know, there's a rule change that we don't know about, you know what I'm saying? Because Kirk Cousins, everybody always want to bash Dak, or he's not the greatest quarterback, but his numbers was just as good as Patrick Mahomes. So pay the man, pay CD Lamb, pay your defensive guy. You saying he's the next thing since Lawrence Taylor? Pay him. No nickel and dime, nobody, pay him. I understand people did you bad in the past, but pay them and be done with it. Yes, I'm a Cowboy fan.
How could we not tell?
Yeah.
Coach Brandon Ayuk, Coach Julius Hall. Oh, sorry about that.
You have to unmute yourself.
Ever since he fell off that table, he been having a problem.
He did it for the ladies.
Yeah, the ladies. Yeah.
Wow, really, Julius? It don't work.
No, I was just playing. See. I was doing Jamal. That was Jamal always playing. All he do is want to play game. You just like Brandon Ayuk. You know, both of y'all want to play. You know, the Falcons could use a good tight end. I mean, a good receiver.
An announcement has just come in on Facebook on Our Black Media. Every source one. Coach Tony Mitchell said Julius is an undercover Falcon. Oh my God! You said it at the same time he said it in. Wow! Coach Tony Mitchell looking at checking everything out from Denver. Wow! He didn't put that up. Oh my God! Why didn't you do that, Coach Julius Hall? Coach Tisha.
I got Falcons season tickets, Tony.
Dak needs to leave Dallas. That's a fact at this point. I wouldn't give a you know what if they at this point gave him the money. The owners are not loyal. So you don't be loyal. Just leave. If you feel like you that good, then you should be able to get the money from any other team. There's still some teams out here that can use a good quarterback, as you say that you are. CeeDee Lamb. Well, yeah, he could definitely be used in Vegas. So I hope the owners don't think that they're gonna be playoff contenders. But you know, them Joneses, they live in their own bubble. But I think it's a wrap for Dallas this season.
Coach Bernard Brown.
the words that's coming out of my mouth is not affiliated with Ebony Sports Reporter. It's affiliated with Bernard Brown. I'm not surprised of that slave owner that he think he is. Jerry Jones is one of the most bad owners in NFL history. Jerry Jones is a coward. Jerry Jones, I guarantee if it was Troy Aikman, he would be paying that. If it was that wide receiver, he was paying him. If it was that linebacker, he was paying him. See, Jerry Tree, and I don't understand what these players do, the ex-players and the former player, black players, constantly putting up with Jerry Jones bullshit. If I was Zach, I said, you know what? Don't pay me nothing. I'm out of here. Their American team, there's a shame team. They won't win the only time they're gonna win a Super Bowl is probably never. and for him to constantly drag these boys every year, he do the same shit. Okay, he went to Arkansas, and they caught him. Come on, Jerry Jones, man. Trust me, I'll be the last person in American history to even talk about playing for the Dallas Cowboys. As long as those Jones people there, trust me, they that's just the way it is. If all those three of those boys was white, they'd have been coming in camp with new contracts. And I'm gonna stop this. For Emmitt Smith, Deion Sanders, what is his name, Michael Irvin, constantly kissing Jerry Jones' ass, man, come on, man, please.
Okay, now this next topic is going to be a bit. It's going to be like 3 minutes, 3 videos in 3 minutes, but then we also got some screenshots also. So for y'all to take it all in with regards to that, and we're going to go right here. We start right here.
I'm going to build an indoor sports.
So now we're going to go to the videos. Bear with me just for a second with regards to our great Paul Pierce. Excuse me, not just Paul Pierce. I need to do this right here. This is what I really need to do.
I'm just happy we was able to represent our country. A lot of people around the world they didn't know what South Sudan was, and today we was able to represent our country with pride and put up a good fight and show them the potential of our country. So I think it was a proud moment for a lot of people. Obviously, we wanted to win. We played really well today. I'm really proud of my teammates, this type of heart that we showed and dedication and trying to put respect on our name and to get our country respected, to know that, we don't have any indoor basketball courts in our country. We don't have anything like that. We're a bunch of refugees that came together for a few weeks out of the year that over here trying our best, playing against some of the best players ever. And, this is much bigger than basketball for us. So to show that people that we compete and understand that, the hoops in Africa is something of the future that, it's only a matter of time before the next generation gets built up. There's a billion people in the country that's no different than any one of us. We've been able to represent us and get to this level based off just opportunities, being able to have different facilities, me growing up in the States, a lot of us growing up in Australia, some people growing up in Canada, and just having those different opportunities is what made us be able to compete at this level. But there's some tall kid back in the village. I remember I went back home to South Sudan to visit them, and they didn't have any opportunity, 7 feet tall, and they're herding cow. Some people around the world don't have the opportunity to play basketball for a living, to go shoot hoops. Some people have to go fish for food. You have to go herd cow. You got to do different things just to survive. So I think today was an example, and it was also something to bring us together. We've been a war-torn country. We've gone through a lot every single year. We've been a lot of bloodshed, and for us to have something to come together. Us to stop with tribalism and looking at each other like we're different. It's a small country. There's only 11 million people in South Sudan, but today we was all able to be united as one, and we just hope that we can continue to do different things in the future to be united.
I mean, this country's only been independent for 13 years, so you put that in wraps. These guys, like I said, they're resilient, and USA, they got great players over there. They went on they scored 37 points in the third quarter, and we couldn't really stop the bleeding. But we competed every possession, I feel, and at the end of the day, the results are not the results, and we got to move on to the next game. It's Puerto Rico when it really counts. But like I said, they competed at a high level tonight.
Coach Bernard Brown. We're going to come to the other Paul Pierce right after, but we can get your thoughts with regards to what y'all just saw.
Those boys played their butt off. For them to be playing outside and took the United States, it took LeBron James layup for them to beat them by 1 point. You know, they competed. And not only that, man, they competed in showing the world that, hey, you know, it don't matter where you come from. If you got that heart and soul, just compete. And if Donald Trump want to send us back to Africa, okay, let's go back to Africa then, period.
All right, Coach Julius Hall.
Well, I think that we should get our monies together and go build them an inside court. Because if we build them an inside court, then we could have the first inside court over in the Sudan. It also showed that these guys played against the best players in the world that was on one team and was up 7 late with 4 minutes left. I watched the last 6 minutes. And I knew the U.S. was going to win, but they played at a level that was impressive to me. And I said, well, damn, they could play like that against this put together team here of greatest players. Yeah, they could be in the NBA. We need to get our own NBA team in the Sudan, and then we own it and let them be an NBA team. We can start at the bottom. Now we're here.
Go ahead, boy.
I'm serious.
Yeah.
I mean, serious.
Yeah.
It needs to be looked into. We can go and get us a team and make the team a part of the NBA.
Coach Fritz.
I agree with Julius about getting them to join the NBA. They showed some heart, and we already know if you're playing basketball, it ain't about who's on the other side, who's better. Not that heart will outdo talent.
Sir, that's why I was letting you listen to that. I was on the podcast.
Any day. You know what I'm saying? So they were playing hard. It's just
tomorrow sometime.
They just lost it at the last, I watched that game too. I was like, what the? I watched the replays and I'm like, oh man, these guys came to play. They came to ball. They wasn't scared. That's another thing. They was not scared. They did not play scared. They didn't go, oh, this is United States. We're going to play. No. They first thing first, they played the United States, like Julius said, the best team assembled. They put everybody in the world on notice. You're coming. And they letting everybody know they're not like us. So they coming. Be prepared. That's why Paul Pierce was like, yo, I'm going to be watching them now. They coming.
Now, he don't need to be watching them. He need to be investing in them.
Yeah, I was impressed. I have to admit, I was impressed. They were gritty. They were.
Him, Shaq, all of them. Because if they go over there and start building those.
Coach Tisha hasn't had her time yet.
But that's what I was going to say. You have the Shaq. All the rest of those, whether they're retired or still in the league, you are getting record-setting contracts. It would take 1% to build in these countries where you could have your name put on buildings to say, hey, you were the facilitator for this. The U.S. team should have been ashamed of themselves watching that freaking game. The fact that you only won by 1 point, you hustled to win. You didn't just win the game. You played your tail off them little minutes that you had to play to make sure that you won. Why? Because you knew whether that was a game that counted or not, you would have been looked at in an astounding negative way had you lost that game.
Yep.
So no, I don't feel like, it's a big accomplishment because the US won. You should have won. That game should have never been that close. But what that shows you, you have two different sets of players. You have those that are playing because not only do they love the game, they want to use this game to help others get into the game.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have those in the US that are playing because the dollar signs matter.
Okay.
I was proud of them. I'm glad that they were able to show us we need to have them in our conversations more than what we do.
So now
Okay. And what they discussed, there's a war that's going on. There's a Holocaust going on over there right now. And so people ask at times, I use this as a forum to say my hair is dyed like this because right now there are South Sudanese people and Sudanese people, and that's what they do. They put the bull urine in their hair and make it this color, and pretty much that's what they do as part of the culture. But then also you have people who are children who are not eating clay. That again, and they did this right here, not having the facilities, and so that's why again I'm so glad when they discussed we have a war that's going on, and we got our people there. So we're now gonna go to the Paul Pierce comments right here. The Paul Pierce comments right here.
First off, I'd like to offer an apology to South Sudan for the disrespect
Here we go.
that I've given them, not having any knowledge about their team or their country. So right off the bat, I'd like to apologize that. I think a lot of my talk came off of the spread was 40 points. So, like, I've never seen a 40-point spread in a game. So, but I like to bring some things to light because South Sudan has some players that could possibly be playing in the NBA. And, I had a chance to watch, sorry if I get you guys' name wrong. Wenyen Gabriel was actually in Celtics camp. He's played for the Lakers.
Played for the Lakers and
been
it wasn't bad.
Yeah, he's definitely an NBA player.
Yeah.
But the reason, like I said, South Sudan hasn't really been on the map for that long. So that's the reason for the jokes and, whatever. But first off, I'd like to offer an apology to South Sudan for the disrespect
Here we go.
that I've given them, not having any knowledge about their team or their country. So right off the bat, I'd like to apologize that. I think a lot of my talk came off of the spread was 40 points. So, like, I've never seen a 40-point spread in a game. So, but I like to bring some things to light because South Sudan has some players that could possibly be playing in the NBA. And, I had a chance to watch, sorry if I get you guys' name wrong. Wenyen Gabriel was actually in Celtics camp. He's played for the Lakers.
Played for the Lakers and it wasn't bad.
Yeah, he's definitely an NBA player.
Yeah.
But the reason, like I said, South Sudan hasn't really been on the map for that long. So that's the reason for the jokes and, whatever. But
why you keep playing that video?
2023.
Jones. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Carly.
Why you keep playing the video over?
MVP 2023.
Jones. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Carly Jones.
Yeah.
He's been in the league.
He's been in the league.
I have a feeling after this he'll be back.
Yeah,
in
gave
someone's
him a
training
triple-double. I mean, who's guarding him? I mean, no disrespect to him, but, like, he got a triple-double versus the USA team. Came in, Mulak, if I say it, 17-year-old going to Duke, NBA prospect. But
7'2".
7 foot, two. But, you got to give a lot of credit, and I did my research over the weekend. I apologize, and I'll be watching South Sudan more.
Yeah.
Because they were exciting to watch, and they really got my attention.
Yeah.
I didn't realize Luol Deng was from South Sudan or Manu Bo.
Yeah.
So my lack of knowledge, I continue to apologize, you guys. But the reason they're at where they're at is because Luol. He's put his own money into the basketball program and, really developed something to make a name. And, this is
Yeah.
in a loss. You know, they lost the game, but they showed me something. They showed pride. And you know what this says to me also when I watched it? Another thing I thought of, it showed me the seismic shift in international play. You think about this, Skip, Rachel? There hasn't been an American MVP since 2017, 2018. Yep. American MVP player in the NBA, James Harden. It's this game opened my eyes to so many things about the international play, how they're not scared of the U.S., how they're catching up with different teams, and how players from around the country are just becoming NBA players. And think about this, the last 2 NBA drafts have featured players from France as a top pick. And it just shows you that the U.S., although as a whole, are more talented. As a whole, you know, from top to bottom. But
Coach Julius Hall was cutting off the video too soon on some cases. What's wrong with him? That way we're going to mute him, so we're going to go to Coach Bernard Brown.
Like I said, I agree with Paul Pierce and everything, and I agree with Julius. So now, hopefully, they're showing that, hey, if they get some investors and do what they need to do, what the guy Lou Dane, he came from there, and who put the money up for them, I didn't know.
Lou Dane.
Oh, okay. So, but I'm gonna say this here: don't get it twisted. The USA is gonna win the gold medal, and it's gonna be, you know, they just got a wake up call. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, don't go thinking, you know, that it's gonna. No, they're gonna win it. But I think they got a wake-up call. But at the end of the day, I don't think it's going to be a walkover, because Germany may get them some Canada and Germany probably going to get them some trouble.
Coach Julius Hall, you got 5 seconds.
Listen, they should pool their monies. They see you got to have a vision. They see what the hell is going on over there. Pool your money and get a basketball team. The NBA would probably be obligated to put a team from another country in the NBA. They already got Canada. They got Toronto. Hell, in the NFL, about to get some British teams and put them in the NFL next year sometime, I think.
Yeah, they talked about that.
So, hey, you know, international play.
Coach Tisha.
Who didn't know Manupo was from Sudan? Like, are you serious?
Yeah.
You said that out loud? Like, that just pissed me off even hearing it.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on. So your history only consisted of you, yourself, and those who you played with getting into the NBA. Like, that ticked me off. The fact that the Sudan has been at war for years. This is not a war. This is a new war that has started. But do you not know how many freaking years the Sudan have been at war? Like, stop it. You know everything else about every other country. Why don't you know about that continent? What is the problem? Oh, it's only you want to go back to Africa because it sounds good to hear. You got people in Africa that have been suffering long before sports was a thought. Yeah. A gold medal to them and a gold medal to us is not the same gold medal. Their gold medal is not tangible. Their gold medal is that 1 point that they just lost by. That is their gold medal. And shout out to them. You know, I hope they continue to do well. I hope people continue to see that you don't just have to go to Europe. There's a lot of people, a lot of talented people that are in Africa, whether it's by sport or entrepreneurship. They're there. It was a lot about that I was just, you know, like I said, that kind of rubbed me the wrong way, and I just was like, wow, these people.
You sound like an angry black woman.
That
mic ain't.
Whatever. I am an angry black right now.
Coach Fritz.
Listen, He should be ashamed of himself because you played against Luau Deng and you know what Luau Deng did. Luau Deng was a defender and a scorer. They just didn't want to pay him his money. All right. Manute Bol, you should have known he was from Sudan. And they went back home to teach them kids. So a lot of people sleep. I went to Haiti one year. I wanted to get outside because I saw the kids playing basketball on the court and they were going hard. So I was in Haiti that one year and I was like, oh my God, I don't have no sneakers. I don't have nothing. These kids are going hard. I just wanted to see because basketball, you know, it's an international sport and it's transcending. And like he said, the international players have caught up. We can't just go, oh, we got talent. These dudes is playing with heart. You know what I'm saying? And Sudan, if you, like everybody's saying, you give them the right investment, you know, they'll do whatever. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't remember this. One year, Cameroon went and beat France. They didn't even finish the rest of the Olympics. The president said, "Yo, come back home. You beat a big European country. You're heroes when you come back home." They didn't even have to play the rest of the Olympics because they beat France that first round. So sleep if you want to on Sudan. They're gonna catch somebody. That's all I gotta say.
Is it Manute Bol in the league?
Yeah, I'm gonna say Bol also, but you know that. But yeah. So we're gonna kind of this right here. This video is for Coach Julius Hall only. Coach Julius Hall. This question is only for him. We're gonna do this right now. Coach Julius Hall.
Bro, what word begins with bro?
Oh.
What word begins with letter F?
I have it labeled Julius Hall. So
bro, what word?
Okay.
Bro, what word begins with letter F?
So what letter begins with the letter F, Coach Julius Hall, and it ends with CK? Ends with CK. What word begins with the letter F and ends with the word? The last two letters are CK. What are they, Coach Julius Hall?
Who? He's muted.
Flick.
Bro, what word begins with letter F and ends with UCK? Fire truck.
I think this guy is a genius.
Your brain is rigged, bro.
I didn't want to throw in the UCK because I know Coach Bernard Brown will have been down with some stuff like that, and this is a family show. So, but that's why I just had to throw that out there. So yeah, and so, but this is what we got for you, and so we're going to show you the intensity of some sport.
I was going to get to that.
And not to headbang challenge, level expert. Let's see how you do.
So you saw, but they basically use soccer for volleyball, and then also you saw wheelchair rugby. That's part of Paralympics. Coach Tisha.
The volleyball was interesting. Probably some Olympians in that little group of guys. The wheelchair one, I don't know. I have no response for that. It kind of threw me off.
Yeah.
Coach Bernard Brown.
Very impressed. I mean, I'm gonna leave it like that. But the volleyball, they can go to the Olympics. You know what? They can start something like that. You know, they can start something just like that. So, boy, I don't know where you be catching these things at, boy. You made an invest in that, Jamal.
Actually, some people may try to use that or begin to benefit off of that as a sport, because that's what they're going to do. Coach Fritz.
You need to talk to Rashad Saxon about the investing in that soccer, the volleyball soccer thing. That was impressive. I already knew what Bernard Brown was gonna say, so he took my thunder with that one. You know, where do you be finding these things? And we're the only ones that put these kind of things on this platform. You know what I'm saying? So you find these ordinary sports and we play it on this platform, and most people don't even know that we do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's kudos to you for finding it. The rugby, that looked like it's intense. And that's part of that's part of the Olympics. So they'll do whatever they got to do to participate, and it's beautiful and really commending for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Coach Julius Hall.
Jamal, can you reach through the screen and get these glasses? Because I don't know whether it's a red corner up in the left-hand corner of your screen. And you'll never watch it. So I'm trying to figure out what's, I don't understand. I was trying to get that. You got to get some new glasses.
Okay, well we'll move on to our last video. I forgot. You got to do another taping. I forgot. Oh my God. And that one right there, it was going to tie to aliens. So that's why we can't do the alien video. This is Ebony Sports Report. We decided that.
You might as well. You done went this far.
I
quit 5 years ago.
No, we don't worry about the aliens. Don't worry about that.
Mali, Africa. 1931. French anthropologist Marcel Griaule treks through the forbidding desert in search of the mysterious Dogon tribe. When he finds them, he becomes fascinated by their culture and traditions. As Griaule starts collecting Dogon legends, he notices an eerie similarity to ancient tales found across the globe. Tales of amphibious gods, in this case called Nomo, who came from the sky, lived in the sea, and helped mankind.
They describe these Nomos as being very like mermaid or merman-like, but bequeathing lots of knowledge of astronomy, math, and science to this ancient race.
The Dogon would say that the Nomo were these extraterrestrial gods, but they needed a watery environment to live in, though they could come on land.
Griaule learns that their arrival is known as the Day of the Fish.
The Dogon actually said, well, this was our creator god, Namo, who descended from the sky in a loud whirlwind of a storm of thunder, smoke, and lightning.
But what struck Griaule and shocked the world weren't the Dogon legends themselves, but where they said their amphibious gods came from. A star that no one on Earth knew existed until 1862, long after the Dogon claimed they knew of its existence.
In the 1930s, when French anthropologists were first discussing the Nomo with these Dogon priests, the Dogon priests said that the Nomo were coming from the star system of Sirius. Well, the French anthropologists were amazed at that and were confused as well.
According to the Dogon, their gods didn't come from Sirius A, a star that is clearly visible in the evening sky, but from its tiny companion, a dying star called Sirius B, that can only be seen with advanced, high-powered telescopes.
Sirius A is the brightest star in the sky because it is very luminous, and it is also fairly close to the Earth.
In astronomy, it is a known fact that there is a Sirius A and a Sirius B. Sirius A can be seen, and Sirius B, for us, is invisible because it's just too small. Now, the Dogon knew about the invisible companion star to Sirius. How did they know?
Aliens! Black aliens!
Yes,
yes. Black. What other color would they be? What other color would they be, Jamal? They black. They're aliens. We're the first people on Earth. I mean, think about it. But Fritz, I told you.
You did.
I told you.
You did.
We are here. I'm telling you, man, the aliens are here. And y'all don't want to believe me, but they knew it way back then. And there's some
Don't fight.
Some more worlds under the sea that we just don't know about yet. That's why when you go so low, the vehicles that you go down under the ocean with.
It's your fault, Jay.
They
Don't
compact.
pull your head down. It's your fault.
They don't want you down there. That's why they compact at a certain level down there. Y'all pay attention. Pay attention. You meant to stay on Earth.
This has been Ebony Sports Reporters with Coach Bernard Brown, Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz, Coach Julius Hall, and
Black Panther.
Oh, whatever.
That's right, Black Panther. Wakanda forever.
Whew. Good night, everybody.
Good night, love.
check out all the shows on our Black Media. All the aliens and everyone else. Look at humans and aliens. Check out all the shows. Cats and dogs too. Peace. We signing out. See y'all next week.
Like this.